With the most recent patch and us now being in March, it's time to look into the 5 best Marvel Rivals characters for you to rank up the fastest and win the most games. By the end of this video, you're going to have some new ideas and strategies that you can apply right away to become a better player and get that higher win rate. We're going to break down this video starting with number 5, but then at the end we have one split into 2 depending on the type of playstyle you are. But without further ado, number 5 is going to be Storm, and there's a lot of combos that so many people don't know about that make her actually so much more powerful than you think. Even though Storm saw some changes in the recent patch, she can still do attacks through multiple enemies, dealing more damage, and her ultimate is going to guarantee you winning objectives. First off, she's a great mix of support and offense. Her Windblade attack is now faster and stronger, and it's important to note that it's more of a close range ability, given that you should be around 15 meters from your target, but it also has a generous hitbox. And if you're further, like 25 meters away, it's gonna do half damage, but it can still go through enemies. Plus, her Storm ability can help you improve your whole team's movement and increase damage if they're within Storm's circle. And you can get an even bigger combo boost by also using her Goddess boost ability. It's so powerful to use with your team when you're capturing or defending objectives. Her Bolt Rush attack does an impressive 80 damage, and combine that with being able to fly around the map like Iron Man, she really is impressive. The goal for Storm is to fluctuate between mid and back and coordinate with your team for when to be within 15 meters of the enemy for the ultimate domination. And speaking about ultimates, hers can definitely be game changers. It's perfect for taking out that back line like Luna Snow and Mantis, and remember to pop your Goddess boost at the end to wipe out any surviving enemies, making her ultimate combo even more lethal. Number 4 is the ultimate versatile tank, Doctor Strange. Now I know there's a lot of videos on Doctor Strange already, but there's combos and different ways that you can use this character to do so much more damage and help you level up so much faster. He's honestly the best tank in the game to carry with. If you happen to be on a team that doesn't have a tank, you can easily solo tank with Doctor Strange. And if you're thinking of just picking one player to climb with, it might just be Doctor Strange for how OP he can be when played correctly. He's all about maximizing constantly using multiple abilities, like switching rapidly between shooting and melee or shooting and shielding. This helps you but your whole team. And another major OP thing people don't think about enough is being able to block the enemy's healing. Sure, blocking damage from your team is a great asset, but getting between the other team and their healers while the DPS and tanks on your team take out the rest of their squad really comes in clutch. Also, think of Doctor Strange as a flank master. He's so great for going in for a side flank, taking someone out, then retreating back to your team. And of course, we can't forget that portal. It's so versatile in how it's being used. It's a great way to get behind enemy, creative ways to get them off the level, and helping your team flank. Plus, there's so many undiscovered ways that you might just pick up while playing him. Then for his ultimate, he's so good at shutting down other players' ultimates or sneaking into the back and doing double damage on the enemy healers. Then in the number 3 slot, we have Hawkeye. He deals such massive damage as well as having an incredibly powerful ultimate. He's the sniper duelist and can be the king of auto aim with that ultimate. He is all about the arrows. His left shot is a piercing arrow, his right is 3 explosive arrows, his E ability is a sonic arrow that even knocks flyers out of the sky like Iron Man, his melee attack can deflect bullets, his shift ability knocks enemies back, and his ultimate even lets you see still images of moving targets after they've moved and lets you shoot those instead. Plus, if you're already an accurate player, you can hold down his left arrow and charge it up, and the longer your reticle is on the enemy player, the more massive damage it'll do. And it can even pierce through enemy shields. This is so clutch for both handling aggressive enemies as well as sniping those healers. And if you find yourself more close up and in the action, or hear an enemy ultimate power up, he has a great double jump that can help you get out of the way and find cover. If you're a fan of snipers, you really can't go wrong with Hawkeye. You become the pivotal high damage dealing back support for your team. Then coming in at number 2, we have the controversial pick Loki. Now, when you hear Loki, you might be saying, wait a minute, I know there's definitely better healers in the game, but when you master Loki, by master I mean he is more difficult than some of the players to get these combos off, but when you do master that, you can just rank up so much faster with the splash damage, healing, and the different combos that we'll tell you about. Once you peel back Loki's layers and see how his abilities fit together, he really comes alive. One adjustment to make right away, starting with Loki's main attack, is its splash field. It's important to note that whether you are healing or damaging multiple enemies, it's the splash that does the most, not the exact point, so it's best here to actually aim at people's feet. That way you get the splash either healing your team or doing damage on the enemies. He has 10 shots with this move, and each one does 40, so you can heal up to all your team 400 points in one clip as long as they're standing within that splash. Next up comes his doppelganger ability. This is where mastering cooldown management can make him even more powerful. You have 2 charges with this ability, and the timer starts once you get the first one up, so you want to get both up and helping you right away, and make sure you're very strategic when placing these. For instance, if you find an enemy solo and get 2 doppelgangers down, you can quickly deal 90 damage per cast instead of that 30. And then that same premise for healing, being able to heal your team 3 times faster. Now, to take the best advantage of Loki is remembering that you're a healer first. Focus on that and you'll be surprised at how quickly you can save your team and change the tide of battles. This leads us into one of the most powerful abilities in the game. The regeneration domain creates a magical field that provides healing to allies and converts incoming damage to more healing. It stays up for 5 seconds and restores 100 health per second and can even turn enemy ultimates into heals. Then, on the other side of things, if a combo enemy sneaks up on you, simply throw down a runestone, survive their combo, and then you can quickly take them out. Then, for the ultimate support combo, throw down a runestone and a clone at the same time for the ultimate backup for your friends in battle. Now, coming to that top spot, like we said at the beginning, it is split between 2. If you're a healer and you prefer that playstyle, you're definitely gonna wanna pick Luna Snow, but if you prefer that DPS, you can't go wrong with Hela. She's just so powerful. For healing, Luna Snow is just unmatched with her speed, healing abilities, and her ultimate, giving unlimited health to all players in her zone for 12 seconds. This can completely change the whole dynamic of your battle in just that 12 seconds. As for Hela, she just got buffed again, making her even stronger. Not only can she be clutch at mid-range, but she's so powerful at longer range because she just deals such heavy damage from the back and it's really hard to stop her. Then of course, if you get stuck in a pinch, you have the stun and the ability to fly away from conflict very quickly. Her strike is similar to Hawkeye, but the shot is instant, making aiming easier. She also has the ability to throw 3 explosive daggers, which are great when teams are clustered together. You can even combo by throwing her stun to pause enemies and freeze them together, getting even more strikes in. Then you have Hela Unleashed, her ultimate, which is just so powerful, you can basically take out an entire enemy team from range if you have line of sight. With her raw damage, fast attacks, and quickly being able to fly away from near death, it's really not hard to recommend Hela as our #1 pick. If you're new to our channel, we've been playing a ton of Marvel Rivals for the past couple months and wanted to get a summary video out like this, but if there's other things that you'd like to see from us, whether it be a deep dive on a single character, different play styles and map ideas, let us know in the comments below what type of video you'd love to see, whether it be another one of Marvel Rivals or Helldivers 2 or an RPG, just let us know, and we'd also love to hear what's your favorite go-to healer and DPS character.